I'm here today with Tom Wilson, Chairman of Hike the Highlands Festival Society, with an update on the up-and-coming Hike the Highlands Festival. With less than a month away from the festival, your committee must be busy preparing for the opening.
Yes, Kimberly, we've been actually starting to prepare for this festival since last October, but as we get closer to the last 3 or 4 weeks of the festival, we spent a lot of time making sure all the little details are looked after and to get ready to welcome the hikers.
I noticed on the Hike the Highlands that you have a blog. Can you tell me more about it?
Yeah, that was kind of a new feature that we added this year, and amazingly enough, it's attracting a lot of attention by hikers from all over the world. We've actually had comments from people from the UK, the States, across Canada, and we're really pleased with how things are going. It's a way for our festival to provide updates and let people know more about what's going on. We've also covered some topics such as the Nordic walking poles, Google Maps on how to make it easier to find the trails in our festival. And it's been a really pleasant surprise, and we're going to keep going ahead with this one.
How are you marketing this year's festival?
Well, it certainly has been a challenge in terms of marketing this year. We are now run by a nonprofit organization, and we've ventured quite a bit into what we call e-marketing. And the old traditional way of brochures, posters, newspaper ads is still there, but we've added the new way of doing things, which is the e-marketing. That includes the blog, podcasting, videos, Facebook, slideshows, wikis, you name it, we're doing it all. And it's time consuming, but we certainly see the benefits of doing it, and it's another way of reaching our target market.
A festival of this size must take a lot of guides and sweepers to manage the 18 guided hikes.
Certainly does, Kimberly. We have 30 plus prepared to work in this year's festival. Recently they just completed their training day in which they had a chance to practice some of their techniques out on a trail. They hiked the Broad Cove Mountain Trail. They also came back and did some indoor work. They reviewed our new manual, also some new trail information, and many of them are at the stage right now where they just want to go out and meet the hikers and help them enjoy the great Cape Breton Highlands.
I noticed on your website that you have opening and closing ceremonies for the festival. What are some of the activities that you have planned for these events?
Well, Kimberly, on the opening ceremonies, which are September the 14th at 8 p.m. at the Heather Room at the Glengorm Beach Resort, we're going to have a special evening in which people have a chance to view some old photos and slides of past festivals, as well a chance to meet and greet the hikers, the sweepers, and the volunteers of the festival. Hikers will have a chance to ask any questions on trails, on ratings, and any information they want on each hike.
And you also have closing ceremonies. Can you tell me more about those?
Closing ceremonies take place at 7 p.m. on September the 22nd at the Heather Room at the Glengorm Beach Resort. Usually at the closing we'll do a slideshow of this year's photos, a chance for people to see some of the hikes that they may not have been on. As well, we do our thank yous for the volunteers, the partners, the sponsors, and later in the evening we draw for door prizes.
How can people register for the festival?
Kimberly, they can register 3 ways. We have an e-brochure on the Hike the Highlands website. They download the brochure, they complete the form, they send the form in with their registration fee to Hike the Highlands Festival Society, and they should do that at least a week before the festival starts. The second way is to register online. We have a very easy form that they just click on the various boxes, and when they come to Ingonish, they will get a hiker's kit and they can pay at the Heather Room at the registration desk. And the last way, of course, is if you don't do pre-register, you come to the Heather Room and you can fill out a registration form and pay right there when you arrive at the festival.
Thanks, Tom, for your time. I hope this year's festival is a success.